Virgo. We're going to have a look at your month of May. Guys, if you don't mind, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, do all the YouTube-y things. Okay, I appreciate it. Also, follow me over on TikTok. We do free yes or no's over there, $11.11 mini reads. If you want something a little bit longer than that, you can book at tangledintarot.com. I do 30-minute readings over Zoom for $30. So you get me face to face. Okay, so as I get your cards out, I want to talk about the channel messages that I received while I was shuffling your cards. Okay, so the first thing that came out was this sense of brightness or like something being revealed to you. Brightness reminds me of the sun. The sun is all about revealing things that are hidden. All right. Could also be some sort of recognition for something that you've done. I also saw an eagle, okay, which to me, as a channeling, as a channel, okay, means like soaring, you're flying high, you're glowing up, all right? There was also something about some sort of release. I don't know if you let go of something in order for this kind of glow up to happen to you, but I feel like they also showed me a line, like standing in line, so waiting. I feel like there was probably some waiting period, okay? I don't know if this is you waited to release something, a person, okay? Or you waited for someone to recognize your hard work and got a promotion or a new job or whatever this is. But just put it where you want, okay? So we have the Nine of Wands, the Strength, and the Star card at the bottom of the deck. This is you pushing through, babe. You have so much strength to heal yourself, to keep the faith, to keep pushing, even though I feel like something has happened here. Okay? It's like you just went to work, okay, and focused on your growth and focused on healing. And it was not easy. All right, it was not easy, whatever this was. All right, so give me a second. Let's have a look. See. All right. So your overall energy for the month of May is the Knight of Cups. This is taking action towards something that you want. Okay. Could be a love situation. Doesn't have to be. Could be a Capricorn. We do have the Devil here. Also doesn't have to be. And then the Sun card. Okay. All right. So that's making sense. I feel like either you were pursuing someone or someone was pursuing you. And look what we have. This revelation of, you know, some shit that you didn't want to be a part of. All right. I don't know if this person had addictions, toxic behavior, a shitty mindset. Okay. But after you were pursuing this person or this person was pursuing you, something came to light here. And yeah, I don't think it was really something that you wanted to be a part of. The challenge here, Three of Swords. Let's see what that's about. I feel like you could be ignoring the fact that this hurt a little bit and you're just kind of pushing through. But let me see. Yeah, you're just keeping yourself busy. Look, Virgo, you're an earth sign, okay? Feels are not your forte, okay? And you need to feel the feels, all right? You need to process that. You can't just stay busy in pure Virgo fashion all the time to not process your feels. You gotta process the feels, okay? In your unconscious energy, we have the Two of Swords. I feel like you got blindsided, honestly. Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's like, I feel like a lot of you have issues with taking on a lot of the responsibility, all right? And you may have thought that someone else was going to meet you halfway, and that just did not happen. And it became too much of a burden, honestly. The responsibility just became too much. Yeah. And it made you reflect on, why do I keep doing this? Like, why do I keep doing this? So that might be something that you need to address with that challenge card being the Three of Swords. You not dealing with heartbreak and loss very easily. You just try to stay busy, all right? Instead of figuring out what the root issue, the root cause of that is for you internally, all right? Conscious energy, Four of Pentacles. You could be saving money, but I don't think that's what this is. I think this is you keeping all the feels inside, okay? Yeah. Look at this. You have a blockage in healing, all right? Eight of Swords, Four of Swords. It's like, and you notice in the Four of Swords, that one sword is under the bed and the three swords are hanging above this person, all right? So it's like you need to address those three swords so you can get up, okay, and get to that fourth one, because the fourth one is where the healing comes, all right? But here's the thing, you're choosing not to look at something, okay? This is like the toilet paper mummy lady, all right? This is not something that she cannot get out of herself. All she has to do is, lift her arms up. All that gauze shit is gonna, fly away. She can take that blindfold off and she can maneuver around all those swords that she's placed there. Because she did place those there, by the way. Okay. But it's like, with the Temperance also being here, this could have something to do with the Sagittarius. Doesn't have to, but I feel like there's just this moment of holding everything in, and if I wait long enough, the healing will come. But that is not, that is partially how healing works. That's like putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound, all right? It's like you're not addressing the bullet that's still in there, but, the wound looks okay. You know what I mean? Like, you have to address the root cause. So in the recent past, we have the Tower card. This is something that happens suddenly that kind of throws you for a loop. Judgment, the Emperor, and the Empress. All right, so this is Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. All right, so this is something that happened super quickly in the past. I feel like someone may have made a judgment call. Tell me about this judgment. Somebody made a judgment call surrounding this relationship. Okay. They may have done some shit without thinking about it. Something could have been kind of harsh, a conversation that you had to have. But the Emperor and the Empress, that's like a pretty high tier divine counterpart situation. All right. But I do feel like there was a conversation that you've probably had multiple times, okay, about something that needed a rebirth, all right? Maybe you guys just needed to take time out to reconnect with each other, okay? I also feel like somebody probably took action without saying anything to you, all right? I don't know if this person stepped out of a marriage. I don't know what happened here. But it's like something was done behind your back, and I feel like you found out. Interesting. Near future, we have the Chariot, Cancer energy. Also, there's a shitload of majors back here in the past. So whatever happened in the recent past was like, that's a big, like, lifetime event, all right? A big spiritual event. Actually, you have quite a few majors in this reading altogether. All right, tell me about the Chariot. You choosing a more positive direction here. Tell me about the Chariot. Okay, so either you're going to reconcile with this person or you have a friend around you that's like a single person that is willing to help you move in a more positive direction. Just make sure that you don't confuse this person with a love option, okay? Don't treat this person like a rebound just because it'll make you feel better in the moment, all right? It'll just confuse the situation. It'll just confuse the situation. But I do feel like you are going to be relying heavily on friends in the near future when it comes to helping you maneuver and navigate this situation that you find yourself in. All right. Even if it's just like moral support. Okay. So how you're seeing yourself, the High Priestess, I feel like you knew. All right. Deep down, you knew what it was. And you didn't say anything. Yeah. Justice card. 9 of Wands. 8 of Cups. I feel like you knew divorce was on the horizon. Okay. And I, you know, it's just, you didn't say anything. You just kept the status quo. All right. And it's like, you knew eventually you would have to walk away from this. And you also know that, yeah, this hurt, but you know that you need to, it's fair to you to walk away from it. All right. So external energy to you, 10 of Wands. For some reason, and I don't get this very often, this gives me secret vibes, okay? Like how it can become very difficult to keep a secret, especially from somebody that you care for, okay? So we have the Magician, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. I feel like this person is finally feeling the burn. Like, this person, it's like you built this relationship with this person all for them to throw it away, is what I feel like happened here. Yeah, 6 of Swords. All because, you know, it was something, and the six of Swords is not, I mean, can it be a huge deal? Sure. Is it life altering? No. Okay. It's not a major, it's a minor. So it's like something seemingly minor to this person, they really overreacted. And they really ended up fucking themselves, honestly, because I feel like now you're understanding what's happened and you're like, no, thank you. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. Hopes and fears. Ace of Wands. Tell me about that. Yeah. 5 of Cups. King of Pentacles. Death card. You know, I feel like you're hoping that this changes you in a good way. Okay. That this will allow you to kind of expand your horizons and go explore things that you maybe have not thought about. Okay. But I feel like you worry about being intimate with another person. Okay. How it may make you feel guilty or just not overall good. Okay. In your potential final outcome, 3 of Cups. Again, this is talking about hanging out with friends, getting that moral support. And then we have that Chariot card again. Okay. So this is definitely. Okay. So I'm sensing a trip, girls trip, dude trip. Okay. This is you traveling with your friends to help you overcome the loss, stress, anxiety of this relationship. I like it. I feel like you have a good friend group around you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'll feel very refreshed. Okay. This will feel like a fresh start after this tower moment that we saw in the past. All right. You have a lot of repeating cards, Virgo. A lot of repeating cards. have another chance to be. Reclamation, second chances, rebirth, and emotional healing. I feel like this is your do-over. Okay? I feel like, you may not have been super happy because, like I said, you knew that something fishy was going on. Okay? And you stayed there. Even though you may not have been happy, you were pretty stressed out. All right? And now is your time for a do-over. All right? I feel like I need to say this, even if you are not a younger Virgo, even if you're not in your 20s, 30s, 40s, okay? It's never too late for you to start over. And then we have this card that says this and that are true. So this one says open-mindedness, perspective, nuance, and complexity. So this is you needing to be open, especially with this Fool card, open to the new possibilities that you can create for yourself. Because I do feel like there is a good chance that you can create whatever the hell you want out of this. Because I feel like your money's good, okay? I feel like you are as long as you look at the heartbreak, okay, you'll be on the journey to emotional healing. And I feel like your friends are going to help you with that. I feel like you have a good support system. Then we also have connection through the cosmos, community, everything is connected, and the law of reciprocity. So again, talking about this, sense of community, friendship, gathering together, okay? So I feel like that, don't isolate yourself. I don't see the Hermit here. I feel like you are pretty ready to get out and about. The Hermit is normally your major arcana card, which is interesting because we had all these major arcanas come out and you are not there. So, I feel like you're ready. You're ready for this kind of new beginning. Tell me about Virgo, please. Yeah, surrender the habit of people pleasing. Yeah. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Even if you see this person struggling, because they are struggling, don't get it twisted, all right? Don't feel the need to come and pick up their mess, all right? Virgos, you have big hearts, okay? You may be very provider-focused, money-focused, okay? But you guys do have really big hearts. So just make sure that this person is not coercing you back in with poor me victim stuff, all right? And then you have this card that says surrender to success. Love it. You're ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. It's everything that I've been saying to you, okay? Try not to focus on this person. Take the lessons, all right? Don't let them reel you back in because that's not what you need, okay? And just go and live your best life, Virgo, all right? I hope that was helpful. That was your reading for the month of May, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, Virgo.